Peace.
Peace.
This is Joshua Law, Mr. PhD. You're just now entering the cipher called Real2reel369. K-Wise.
Peace, God.
Bring that beat in, kid.
Indeed.
Peace.
Yeah. What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Real2reel360 show. Let's get it in. We do the knowledge of wisdom so you can understand. Real2reel360 shows in full command. We changing the game for how it all was taught. From bondage to freedom to an independent thought. Yo, the show is here to bring about a change for real. To lighten everyone so we all know the deal. 360 degrees is a fact. We created the show to give our love back to our communities so we can know what's going on and give them the support from knowledge to porn. So if you're ready to learn, then it's time to go. Sit back and relax and enjoy your show. Peace.
Peace and blessings to all our mighty 5% nation of gods and earth, to all the human families of the planet Earth. We give you a love, peace, and happiness high salute. I am KY's the DJ, you know what I mean? AKA Kato, the black superhero, also known as DC for dark chocolate, baby. Anyway, we going to get it in. Welcome to the Real2reel360 show, baby, like no another. So we going to get started, and trust me, you don't want to change the channel, but you might want to put it on record because this one here is an epic show you don't want to miss. But without further ado, I got to bring on my co-host with the most. Y'all know who he is, my brother like none other than my baby brother, Mr. Joshua Law. Let's get it.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Sure enough.
But who am I?
Joshua Law.
Who am I?
Joshua Law.
I can't hear you.
Joshua Law, Mr. PhD.
Peace.
Peace.
I'm so tongue-tied. I guess got me tongue-tied, man. Look at it. I couldn't even get it out like I want to get it out.
I see you stuttering and whatnot. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Real2reel360 show. Of course, you have my big brother, DJ KY's, Kato, the black superhero, and of course, I'm Joshua Law, Mr. PhD. Now, let's get this here together. Make sure you like, hit that subscribe button, and get ready. Because right now, we about to have a blast. We've been trying to get this lady on, you know what I'm saying, for the last, 4-5 months. We've been hitting and missing each other. And only thing I can do is try to keep it 100 with her. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because she going to come on here and keep it 100 with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, Chavonna Adams, keep it 100. Kato, let's get it in.
What's going on, Sheila? What's going on, DJ? What's going on? What's going on, everybody on Facebook, users and all? Welcome to the show. Sit back, relax, take notes.
Can't you see I'm hurting? Wasted all my time, fill me up with lies. If you really wanna be with her, then tell me the deal. Keep it real, keep it 100. Oh yeah, 100. Keep it 100. Oh yeah. Keep it 100, ooh yeah. 100. Keep it 100, ooh yeah. 100. See, I'm tired of crying and I'm tired of stressing. Gonna find one that's gonna be a blessing. I don't know how he feels. He won't keep me guessing when I'm not around. Then he won't be reckless. He won't play no games. I know he won't. And forevermore he'll stay the same. I know he will. Keep it 100.
Man, Jesus, man.
Keep it 100. Oh yeah. Keep it 100. Oh yeah. Listen, might think I'm crazy for sticking around, but there's something you don't know. If you keep on lying, deceiving, then baby, then I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna let show all my emotions, go through the motions. Yes. You keep on trying, you keep on trying, you keep on trying me. You keep on lying, you keep on lying, you keep on lying, see. Until there's no love, just keep it real. Keep it 100, oh yeah. Keep it real with me, boy, keep it real with me, baby. Said you ain't gotta lie to me, no, no, no. Be the one I need. You ain't gotta lie, no, no.
That's right. That's right. So beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to bring on the beautiful soul diva herself.
Yes.
Put your hands together. So put your hands together for the one and only Miss Chavonna Adams. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely, man. That song is so beautiful. Even though
Blessings.
it has a couple of years on it, but it's still relevant right now.
Absolutely is.
It's still relevant
Thank
right
you.
now. Now,
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Miss Adams,
Yes.
we want to give you an opportunity to go ahead and introduce yourself to our followers and listeners so they know who Miss Chavonna Adams is, because I couldn't do it any justice. You know what I'm saying? And the best person who could be able to speak about you would be definitely you, Queen.
First of all, I want to tell you two kings, thank you for your platform. It's artists like myself that truly appreciate the opportunity to come and share our gifts with your fan base. My name is Chavonna Adams. I'm a singer, songwriter from Kansas City, Missouri, and this is what I love to do. I've been singing soul music, started in gospel more than half my life, and it's my passion.
Now, you didn't start out in Southern Soul. You eventually moved over to Southern Soul from R&B, because you've been singing R&B for a long time. And I'm not going to like date it, but it's been a while that you've been singing in Missouri, and they recognize this voice that we have having the pleasure of being entertained by. So, want to talk to you about these different People Choice Awards, and how does it feel to be acknowledged in your home as much as you have been?
Kansas City has been so wonderful to me, and I've been fortunate to sing the majority of my career right here at home. And because Kansas City is the hubbub for jazz and blues and soul, R&B, we get the array of artists that have come through Kansas City that I've had the opportunity to do background work for, or sing with on stage, or open up for, and it has been a true blessing. Being an artist that has sang so long in Kansas City, and this is my second year in the finals for the Kansas City People Choice Awards. It's a blessing to still be recognized. Not every artist is guaranteed longevity, and so I'm grateful.
Now, when it comes down to singing and performing, what is the motivation that keeps you going? Like, what keeps pushing you when it comes down to your music, because it's so soulful?
And it's okay to say my name,
The DJs give me lots of inspiration, DJ KY, so believe me. You guys are in there, believe me. I've always sang, Yashamel, and I've always, even starting at 10 years old, singing at my 5th grade graduation, I sang Having You There by the Mississippi Mass Choir by myself and got a standing ovation. My grandmother recognized the gift in me early. She raised me and my sister, and she would put me at the little organ that was in our living room and make me open my mouth and sing. So she was my first vocal coach. And then my mom started to see my gift. And then from there, I've just been in choir. And then I moved into the gospel arena really early. At 14 years old, I was singing gospel music and recording albums. And we were able to back people like Walter Hawkins and Daryl Coley and Israel. And so I got my roots in church. And then I migrated into the R&B scene.
Okay, now with singing and performing and entertaining, which part do you like the most, whether it's the writing or the actual singing? Which one pushes you or bring you much joy?
I love the process of writing a song. Taking the actual instrument and adding the lyric, adding the composition, and making it a song. That part of it is just its own reward. But I love to sing. And I love to sing live, particularly. Like the live stage is not, don't get me wrong, recording is fun, but it's not personal.
Right.
I mean, it's me, so it's private, but it's not that one-on-one with the audience that I enjoy. And when you're on stage, you're getting that "you go, girl," or somebody screaming your name, or people are coming up to you giving the feedback. It's that real one-to-one with the audience, which is what we write the music for and who I'm making the music for. To be able
And
to, have that one-on-one with them and in person on a stage with a hot mic, just me and them, it's nothing like it.
I was going to ask you how that feels to be on a stage and to captivate an audience, to have them hanging on every word and trying to sing along with you. What type of feeling is that for you?
It's like none other. I mean, I enjoy live music. I love the band coming in and going back out and telling my drummer and telling my boys to break it down. My keyboard player, my bass player, hold on, and then I bring it in, and then the audience joins along. It's a really wonderful feeling. And as I'm getting to record records, it's flipped me around a little bit. I've been so used to singing live. Now to get into my records, it's been different. It's been challenging because I want more opportunities to go live again. But I knew that coming into this side of music, I had to put my music first, because it doesn't make sense to be a live singer in a recording artist world without records to stand behind.
Right. Now, I've watched a couple of your videos and you do a hell of a cover. Like, I watched you do a couple of the cover songs and it's like, wow, just mind blowing. Oh, thank you, Betty. You know what I'm saying?
What's
Chocolate
good,
and
Betty?
vanilla. Thank you. What's good, Betty? How you doing? Um, but you do a hell of a cover. And it's hard for artists to sing other artists' songs and be so soulful and have the audience like trying to pick between who sung it the best, the original or the individual that's doing the cover. Like,
So you've said it like at least twice. So I have to tell you this story.
mhm,
Even though I milled around in the R&B lane,
mhm,
about 12 years ago, I was discovered by my producer. His name is Kojak Charles. Shout out to Kojak. He sold over 30 million albums worldwide, platinum, Grammy nominated. He came here to Kansas City and he met me at a studio, and he heard my first record, which is called Live to Regret. And he
right,
said, "Why are you up here? There's a whole audience for you down south," because he's from St. Martinsville, Louisiana, but he's
right,
based in Houston. He said, "There's a whole audience for you. You do juke joint music. You do soul music, like Southern soul. Have you heard of Southern soul?" Now, of course, I'd heard of Johnny Taylor,
mm,
B.B. King, Sir Charles Jones. I'd heard of Jeter, because they come up and they do the blues circuit here in Kansas City, right?
right,
So
right,
if you are from Kansas City, you know blues. Those are the guys that you know. But as far as Southern Soul as it stands right now, I wasn't as versed. So he wanted me in the Southern Soul arena 12 years ago because he knew that the audience would identify with the kind of records I was writing, which was not just your traditional R&B. So when you hear a lot of soul come out, it is a very natural integration for me to come down to Southern Soul and be a part of that, of this scene, because I write soul music and the audience loves soul music. It's a perfect marriage.
Now, go ahead, bro.
In the aspect of what we were talking about earlier, you talking about how much you love to perform live.
Yeah.
Is there a upcoming moment for you to where you will record a live album in the works?
Right.
Oh, I don't know. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That's a good question. I would love to.
I tell you, a lot of artists.
I would love to. My guys are ready for it. I know for sure. So,
a lot of artists do unplug, and doing an unplugged, I think that, and we both think that you will have a hell of an album unplugged because of your stage presence and your voice is immaculate.
Coach came to see me he came to see me 2 months ago. He's known me in the studio. I've recorded a few of his tracks and released them, and you'll play some tonight. And he said, Chavonna, all of these years I've known you, and I didn't realize that you're a whole nother level live on stage. I would love to showcase more of my live, and I want more opportunities in Southern Soul to get on stage, turn the microphone on.
Well, I tell you what, you know what I mean? We planted that seed right here for Miss Chavonna Adams to do an unplugged album and to be recorded on stage, because we know a lot of people will want to hear it. But
just give us our props of saying
just
put it out there.
We put it out there. Just let it be known.
Do some DJ drops in there, But yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready for whatever future holds for me, especially in this genre. The sky is really the limit for me.
Definitely. Now, you have a song called "In Love with a Country Boy."
Yes.
Now, me and my brother, we from the city, so that kills us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had an issue with that title.
You know what I'm saying?
But
even though, you know what I'm saying, our folks is from the South, from the SIP in the Carolinas, but we from the city. It's what it is.
Every time.
We get left out, right? You know what I mean? The city boys get left out.
I'm from the quote unquote city, but that was the fun thing about the record. So the first half of the whole song really tells a story, right? About a girl who comes from the city. I have the proper tone as far as my dialect is concerned, and what would she know about the country? But funny thing about Missouri, just about 20 minutes even from where I'm at right now is nothing but farmland as far as the eye can see. Cows, chickens. We have one of the largest rodeos in America here in Kansas City, and so we have rich history when it comes to we would say farmland and country living, because we're in the Midwest. But when we migrate down south, because I say Kansas City, they would think, well, you don't know anything about country living. So I wrote this song as kind of a nod to the country boy. Like my uncles and grandpa and everybody were country boys. They all had horses and chickens and all of that stuff. So, it's not foreign language to me. It's just I happen to live inside Kansas City.
Before we get into it, I got a sidebar with Jet Black. I got a sidebar with it.
With Jet Black.
Okay.
First of all, country boys
aren't winning. Okay. They ain't winning, and we ain't gotta love a country boy. I got love for the country, but what about us? I mean, wait a minute now. We bring swag down to the country. That's all I'm saying. Y'all got your own swag. I love that, but we bring our swag. You know what I'm saying? First thing when we step into a country, they be like, "You ain't from here."
You ain't right. From here.
You know what I mean?
Every time we pull up, they look at us like we crazy. Like, where they come from?
Well, I'll tell you, when I went to Mississippi and I shot the music video for this 2 months ago, The country boys, they jumped up on, if you watch the video, they're jumping up on the stage out of nowhere. The line dancers, the steppers, they were doing a step. A couple of the cowboys came up and it was all organic. None of it was planned at all. They just, it was a real reaction in real time to the actual record. And that's to me a gift when you can write a record that resonates so heavily that you go to a place where nobody really is familiar with you and they're climbing on stage to dance with you. Like
That's
it was
it.
unreal.
That's the way it is in Mississippi. I got to give it up for those in Mississippi. You know, my family's from there, and
My
they
second
show a
home, I
lot of
love it.
love. Definitely love the Delta. You got to love the Delta. You
Absolutely.
know?
My music partner's down there right now. Shout out to Wolf Mandelio. And
Yes,
we love Mississippi. It's been good
yes.
to us.
Greenwood, Indianola, Ruleville,
Yeah.
Winona, Grenada. We love you. Kill Michael. We love
Sugar
you, baby.
Lot. Yeah,
That's
Really,
it.
really,
Princess
really Jet Black.
Jackson.
Really Jet Black. That's where we going
City,
right now.
That's where we go.
Tupelo, Shannon.
Yeah, Tupelo, you know,
Yes.
Starville, Columbus, Webster County. We gonna be in there. Now we gonna play. I'm in love with a country boy, Jet
I'm
Black,
ready.
baby.
I'm gonna do a remix to it.
Mm.
But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Chavonna Adams with I'm in love with a country boy.
Let's go.
I'm in love with a country boy. 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 I can see it in your eyes, the way you look at me. I wasn't raised down here. I come from the city. That doesn't matter, boy, this one thing is true. I'll do anything since I fell in love with you. Let's talk a little different, we're saying the same thing. I may sound all proper while you have that southern twang. When you grab me by the hands and hold me in your arms, flash that handsome smile and you show your southern charm. I'm in love with a country boy. With a country boy. With a country boy. I'm in love with a country boy. With a country boy. With a country boy. And I love the way you wear your hair. And I love the stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that make me wanna get with you. And I love you, boy. I wanna meet your mama, meet your granny too. I wanna meet your cousins and ask them down on food. I wanna thank you, Jesus, for giving me my man. He's the best thing happening. Haters wouldn't understand. When we're on the dance floor, you're spinning me around. You're the only thing I'm focused on. I forget about the crowd. And when I lay my head down and dream about the day I become your wifey, boy, that's what makes me say, let me tell you about this good old country boy, y'all. Never met someone so real. Let me tell you all the deal.
Ain't nothing like a city boy. Ain't nothing like a city boy.
City
Say what? Say
boy.
what? Ain't nothing like a city boy. Ain't nothing like a city boy. What up? What up?
Thank you for all the hearts, Miss Betty. Thank you, all the ladies that are on, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for the love. That
You
was
know,
a true story. Like, that record took me 4 times in the studio, 4
Mhm.
full complete sessions. And it was, hard work of labor to come out with that record. And the video is almost at 10,000 views on YouTube. And so it is just a joy. It's a
now,
blessing. It's
your partner in crime, Mr. Wolfman Delio.
yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your tag team partner. Cause see, I watch, when he do interviews, he talk about you. When you do interviews, you talk about him.
That's right.
When did that connection begin with you and Mr. Wolfman Delio? And we have to get you on the show.
That's
Right.
Just
right.
Right.
just to let you know.
Ours was a fun story. It was my first Southern Soul show.
Mhm,
A bartender here in Kansas City that worked at a club that I gigged at, and her husband put on a show in Sykeston, Missouri. It
mhm,
was Wendell B,
mhm,
Pokey Bear, Metrone, Vic Allen, and I was hosting.
mhm.
And the DJ lost my jump drive. I drove 5 hours by myself to this city, and the DJ lost my jump drive. And Wolfman happened to be there with one of the DJs that we used to work with. His name is DJ Fuji out of St. Louis. Shout out to Fuji. And so we used to work with him. And Wolfman ran around the convention center to find me a plug-in for my phone just so that I could perform. Completely an artist to artist moment, and I was so grateful for it, because otherwise I would have driven all the way there for no reason. So we all got together and said, hey, look, we're from the Midwest, we're in this region, got
Mhm.
out on the road together. And then we realized, you know what, let's start cutting some records together. Started cutting records together, and he's been an amazing support system for me. He's a talented artist with his own catalog, his own leg to stand on, but he has been champion for me, and I truly appreciate, the partnership that we built. But he saw an artist out there, and he took a chance to support me by helping me play my music that night, and it was a blessing.
We
Shout out
all
to
need that
Wolfman.
type of
That's right.
type of
That's right.
support. You know what I mean? Definitely shout out to Wolfman.
No doubt.
But I wanted to talk to you about being spellbound. Cause see,
Yes.
when women put that spellbound, they talk about them eyes that they give gentlemen when they see them across the wall and all that other stuff, and that first slow dance, and when they be whispering in that young lady's ear when they slow drag. And see, I I, I always talk about slow dragging because that's where, you know what I'm saying, back in the days, I'm not gonna date myself, but when you was dancing with a young lady the first time you get in the ear, that's when you get opportunity to spit that
That's
game
right.
to her.
That's that
You know,
city boy stuff right there. That's what I'm
yeah,
talking
that's
about.
you know what
That's
I'm
that
saying.
city boy swag.
You
That's
know,
what we talking about.
you know what I mean. You pull her real close and get off in the ear.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
you trying to get her spellbound, and she's trying to get you spellbound, and you trying to see if she gonna leave with you. And you're trying to deny that you want to go, but
Yeah.
it's
It's the late nights on the phone. It's the good morning text
That's
messages.
right.
Can't stop thinking about you. I wrote this record really based on the principal idea of, being in love. We
right.
don't talk a lot about it always in music
Mhm.
much, but just being smitten, they used to say, or caught up, or your nose wide open, or whatever, the olden sayings were. But that's really what it was. And I love the lyrics of it. What has got a hold of me, what has got me, in a dream, you put a spell on me, got me spinning all around, got my world turned upside down. The other fun thing about this record is I shot my own music video for it. I did the
Okay.
green screen.
Mhm.
I took my phone, set it up. I bought a fan from Home Depot so I could have the Beyonce hair blowing in the wind. And I put in the contacts for the eyes, and I did the whole nine. The lighting. I did the entire video footage, and then I spent about 3 to 4 weeks in post editing and edited the entire green screen, footage and all of that to make it what it was. And so this was a labor of love for this record.
Nah, not this. Don't say make it what it was. It's what it is. It's
What it
still
is,
what it
yeah.
is. There you go.
And
That's right.
And I
I
wrote
was
it in, you know.
I was gonna really want to touch bases on bringing love back to the music. And
Yeah.
how did you feel about making a song that forged that back? Like bring that back because this generation is definitely missing the love and definitely missing learning how to deal with each other in a loving situation and nurturing one another.
I
So,
saw a acceptance speech from Stevie Wonder once, and he
mhm,
said one of his favorite subjects in music was love because you can write an array of songs based on it at any kind of level. There's the
mhm,
breakup, there's the makeup, there's the love, there's the beginning of love. I mean, it just, uh, you know, there's so many ways that you can pose a song about love. And so
right,
when I approached how I was going to start releasing music in Southern Soul, I knew
mhm,
I wanted to make it fun and I wanted to make it lighthearted and I wanted to make it about love. Mainly lighthearted, fun records because life can be hard sometimes, y'all. And I wanted to bring some refreshing experiences in my music to my audience.
definitely. So let's get into Spellbound so we can get our two-step on. And those of you who is listening, grab that significant other and let them go ahead and bury their face in your neck and
Grab a city boy. Grab a city boy, ladies.
yeah.
You won't regret it. Go get you a city boy. Trust me. Timberland boots in the summertime. Get a city boy.
Yes. Fitted caps.
You know what I'm saying?
360 waves.
Indeed. All
No.
right. Chavonna, what you do us the pleasure and honor of introducing Spellbound.
Okay, guys, here is my record, Spellbound, written by Chavonna Adams, produced by Kojak Charles. Let's go.
This is what I be bumping.
Hey.
Will you take me under? I'm caught up in a daydream every time I see you. Through lightning and thunder, we've been through hard times and we've made it all the way through. Our love is so real that it makes me wonder why our love is so real. I wanna know what it's got hold of me. Love got me in a dream. You put a spell on me. Got me spinning all around and around, upside down. Put a spell on me. I've seen it coming. This is no surprise. No, you put a spell on me, and I knew the moment you looked into my eyes. Yeah, you put a spell on me. Yeah. Boy, you keep me coming. I am mesmerized by your brown eyes. Can't wait to see you. Got this songbird humming, singing songs of love since the first day we met. Our love is so real that it makes me wonder why our love is so real. I wanna know what it's got hold of me. Got me in a dream. You put a spell on me. Oh yes, you do, baby. Spinning all around, upside down. Put a spell on me. So intoxicating, don't you know? Boy, you know, really
I have to say that record, it always, every time I listen to it, takes me back to my 1970s feel. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So it was easily listening, just good times, roller skating, partying,
Yes.
backyard parties. That's the jam right there for that.
Feel good music. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Kojak. He snapped on that beat and
Yes.
he made it easy to write to. And it was a fun record. I love it. I love
You
it.
you know that you can tell how sometimes some artists don't sound good on certain tracks and they try to force the record and force the music and force the vocals. This just seemed like it just gelled and it blended perfectly. And when you came in on it, it just has a different feel. Like
Yeah.
we were talking behind the scene, and I know that you have Southern Soul songs,
Mhm.
but you're an actual soul singer.
Mhm.
And I see that that's where your heart is for the most part is soul music. How is it to step into Southern Soul and bring that, you know what I'm saying, to the game? Salute DJ Dre.
You Dre.
Uh,
Yes. Oh, soul music. The fans of Southern Soul are fans of gospel,
mhm,
soul music, blues,
mhm.
and country,
Right,
Absolutely.
and R&B. The fans that I have been able to obtain by coming into this genre and the ones that are getting to know me
mhm,
embrace me because they already loved the collective of what makes Chavonna up anyway. I
right,
started in gospel, so if you put me on a track where I have to do some of the quartet harmonies, similar to how King George does a lot of the quartet harmonies, etc., then
mhm,
I'll be able to float in that lane. And that's really what Southern Soul is quartet music. Well, I
right.
sang with a quartet group for a period of time, in my early teens and 20s, and so a lot of it is just a marriage of soul and gospel and blues, all in a bowl almost. And so it's an easy thing for me to get into this arena because those are the styles of music that I love, anyways. Um,
Now, when it came down to music growing up,
sure.
um, who was your inspiration? Who was the individual that you listened to the most that you try to pattern your style after?
Ooh. Um, I would say, okay, so who I love as far as music inspirations are
Just now.
Whitney Houston.
Hmm.
I love Michael Jackson.
Hmm.
Those are my two inspirations. Whitney, because it was a voice like none other,
Hmm.
classy, beautiful voice. I mean, just a class act of a woman. And there'll never be another voice like that. But she showed the singer how you can finesse the song and give emotion to the song and move a crowd. And then Michael Jackson, because he was a complete original. There's no one walking around with glitter gloves and glitter socks on right now. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so he walked in his own originality, and he was business savvy.
Oh yes.
For him to
Yeah.
have
Oh
walked
yes.
away with almost half of Sony's catalog, I
Yeah.
mean, well, he was close to walking away. You know what I mean? Like,
Of course.
if you understand owning the Beatles, owning Elvis, and all of the catalogs he owned, and how amazing that is for an artist to have accomplished that. That's why I admire Michael Jackson, because yes, he was also a really, really brilliant on the business side. And if you're gonna make it in music, you gotta know the business.
Now, speaking of that, being an independent artist, because majority of artists in Southern Soul, even if they're with a label, the label is an independent label, and you have to do a lot of marketing and promoting for yourself. Um, how much more would it be easier for you if you was with a big machine behind you instead of just doing it on your own, or do you feel more comfortable doing promoting and marketing your own?
As an independent artist, you have to ask yourself, how much do you want to own?
Hmm.
Do you want the longevity checks if one of your songs hit and the money comes back to you? And if you did a split sheet with your producer, he gets his cut. And
Hmm.
then you're eating for the rest of your life. One song you can eat for the rest of your life. The money may come in slow, but if
Hmm.
you get a really, really big hit, that money's is going to be really great every other quarter. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or do you want the notoriety? Because if you have a manager and a label behind you, you're going to be able to get in doors that someone like me will still be able to get into, depending on how I make my moves. But you may be able to get in there a lot quicker than me. And so I have decided as an artist that, I love owning my songs. I love writing my songs. I enjoy owning my publishing. And so I have to work harder, yes. But one of the things I do know is, even if I don't have the manager to speak for me, guys, my music can.
There you go.
There you go.
It's what'll get me in the door. I have to make music. I have to go harder. I have to get in my lab because I have my own studio. And I have to sing harder. I have to make better connections, and I have to make better relationships and talk for myself. And it's gotten me this far.
It's the determination and drive and the independency.
Absolutely.
And because when you feel like you've had that baby and you got that baby, you ain't trying to give your baby away, because that's something that you nurtured and it's yours. And to give it away, I'm not saying that the big machine doesn't help. They do, but to me, it takes away the creativeness in most artists today.
And for myself, being a songwriter, I want my music as much as I can own. No one person owns the entire song, because there are people that contribute to it. But if you can help it, you'll get a much better cut, if you own your records and own your music. And so that's just my choice. I never knock anybody for signing to a label. If anything, I would want a distribution deal, because that would help me get what I'm doing out to the masses, but still have some stake in the ownership.
That's right.
Now we're talking about distribution. We're talking about music being put across seas, not just nationally. Let's talk about this #1 hit that you had over there. Let's talk about that. How does it feel to have like a #1 hit internationally? We'll talk about, Kevin Young's, rising top 5 in a second.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about this #1 hit that you had internationally on the charts. Let's get to that. How did that feel when you saw that you were #1 internationally?
When you are writing the record, Yashmel, and you're in the studio and you're thinking about where the harmony should be placed, you never understand what the payoff is going to be. But it's much bigger because I've put more of an investment in myself into doing it. When everything's handed to you, sometimes you don't feel the reward and you don't appreciate it. If somebody, not to say that a singer who someone is writing for doesn't feel the reward, but it just, to me, because I am writing the record, recording it, I'm doing all my vocal production, putting the placement. It is a huge honor to be recognized for that work, and all of the hours at night of, putting all my music together. It's just paying off. And I'm grateful to God. I stay humble and I just keep my head down, and, I get ready to write the next record, but it's overwhelming. I mean, it's not anything I've ever experienced in all the years that I've been putting in music. And I'll just tell any artist to just keep going, because your star is going to shine. You just have to, keep climbing.
Now, since we're talking about climbing, I'm going to get to this K Young's top rising. I'm going to let you go ahead and say the name of the song. You know what I mean? Because it's rising. It's hitting.
The name of the song is Keep Rocking. And then parentheses, rock with it. And this song is just so fun, and it was great to write with my music partner Wolfman, and it's just getting so much love. It is so unexpected. It's so overwhelming, the love that we're getting from it, and I love it. I love this record. Period.
It's interesting. We international. #1 rising top 5 on K Young. And your People Choice Award finalists. Give me one more time with that, Kay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep rocking. All right? Let's make it happen.
Coming
Although my baby works a 9 to 5, it's time to turn up and get this thing live. Take 2 steps to the left, take 2 steps to the right. Turn around, break it down. Now you gotta move your feet. Take 2 steps to the left, take 2 steps to the right. Turn around, break it down. Now you gotta move your feet. Come on and rock with it. Wow. Come on and roll with it. Roll with me. Yeah. Come on and rock with it. Rock with me. Yeah. Come on and roll with it. Wow. Now we're in the place having fun. Now it's time to dance. So get to the dance floor as fast as you can. Swing your hips, move and dip, boogie down to the beat. Dance to the music, cause it's nice and sweet. Take 2 steps to the left, take 2 steps to the right. Turn around, break it down, now you gotta move your feet. Take 2 steps to the left, take 2 steps to the right. Turn around, break it down, now you gotta move your feet. Come on and rock with it. Wow.
Hey.
Come on and roll with it.
Come on.
Wow. Come on and rock with it. Wow.
Hey, show me how
Come
you
on
get down.
and roll with
Come on.
it. Wow.
Yeah. Show me how you get down.
Rock with it.
Rock this way so you can roll with it. Rock this way so you can roll. Roll this way so you can rock with it. Make your body feel good when you rock with it. So good, make you sing.
Wow.
Make your body feel good when you rock with it. So good, make you sing.
Wow.
Come on. Show me how you get down when you on the dance floor. Show me how you rock with it all night. Show me how you rock with it all night. Show me how you rock with it all night. Show me how you get down when you on this dance floor. Show me how you rock with it all night. Look, don't stop rocking till the cops come knocking, cause we gon' rock with it all night. We gon' rock with it. We gon' roll with it. We gon' rock with it. We gon' roll with it. We gon' rock. The party gon' rock. The party gon' rock. The party don't stop. Don't stop. Hey, rock. The party gon' rock. The party gon' rock. The party don't stop. Don't stop. Hey.
Woo-hoo!
That's how you do it. That's how
Yes.
you do it.
See, the
Like
city
I said.
boys, we take our time with it. We rock with it like this.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
Yeah.
We rock with it
You
like
know what I
that.
mean?
Yeah.
We slow with it right there, you know.
And
we
the
got it.
official video is going to be filmed next weekend. And next weekend, I'm also opening up for the King of Southern Soul, Mr. Sir Charles Jones, and the legendary Pokey Bear right here in Kansas City, Missouri for the Juneteenth event. And so it's going to be a blast. We're going to be out there in town, from St. Louis, down here to Kansas City. So it's going to be a movie, man.
Definitely. Shout out to Connected Doc. Kimberly
Absolutely.
Isaiah's
What's
in the
going on?
building.
Yeah.
What's going on? Jet Black in the building now. She wants to
I
get
don't
up.
want to talk
It's
to
a
Jet Black.
vibe.
We
I
don't
know.
want to talk to Jet
We
Black. We
don't-
ain't trying to talk to Jet Black.
She don't show the
City
city
show
boys
no
no
love.
love.
She don't show no city boys no love. Even Betty. We ain't even talking to Betty. Betty, I see you on TikTok. I'm gonna get you for this, man. Worry about y'all.
But at this moment in time, can you tell them like where they can get your merchandise, your website, where they can see your schedule, where they're going to be able to come out and see you, and will you have your merchandise at your shows?
Wonderful. Yes. So social media wise, all of my social medias are under my name, Chavonna Adams. You can find me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it. I'm on all social media under Chavonna Adams. Subscribe to my YouTube page. I upload on there frequently, great content. And my t-shirts, you can find them at storeenvy.com and search Chavonna Adams. And you'll find t-shirts for Keep Rocking, woohoo, which we just released these. And then also Spellbound has t-shirts. And I have Stepping Out, one of my first singles, that has t-shirts. So there's merch to be found. But yeah, just support me. And I tell everybody, and anytime the fans or the supporters, they show love to me, it's supporting an independent artist. And so I'm grateful for it because that's what motivates me and that's what pushes me.
Definitely. So where now you talked about the shows next week and in the music video. So where else can they see you? Make sure that, because I want everybody to get out there and show they love and get
Well,
that
believe it or not,
Chavonna Adams experience. If they have to come to
um,
Kansas City, they just have to come to Kansas City.
the only gig I have right now is I perform every second Saturday here in Kansas City. But as far as on the road, I don't have a lot of shows. And so, I would love more opportunities to perform.
Message. Say it again.
I would love the opportunity to perform. And so I could, I don't necessarily sulk about it. I just put the music where my mouth is. And, hopefully they'll see that they're great records, and I'd love to come perform them live.
Right. Now, I was going to ask you about
get ready.
definitely make sure y'all book her and put her on these shows. But I was going to ask you, at the end of the day, do you inspire or aspire to have a residency where you can be somewhere on a regular basis and people can come out and see you, like in Vegas or at some of these casinos and things of that nature?
That would be awesome. I mean, like I said, records are great and I love recording music, but I would love to sing the music that I record, to the people. It's my joy.
Here's the greatest question I gotta ask you.
Okay.
Where you are right now in your life, if you can go back in time to that little Chavonna, what would you say to her as advice for where she's to become now?
Keep going. Don't give up. It's gonna come. It's not always a fast track. There's no such thing as an easy button with anything, but hard work pays off. And that one day you'll be sitting talking, on Real to Real, and you know what I'm saying? And people are gonna be, putting little emojis under your music, and you're gonna have, a number one in Europe, like it's coming. You know what I mean? And you know what, DJ KY, somewhere, not necessarily me, but somewhere in the universe where we're talking to is an artist that was me.
That's right.
There are levels.
Right.
And as I'm going up and aspiring to continue, there are people that I love to mentor that are coming under me that I have a lot of mentees here in Kansas City, and those are my babies, and they're making moves based on the fact that I tell them, just like, don't give up.
That's right.
Just don't.
That's it. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you go to all music platforms to get Miss Chavonna Adams music. Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, Tidal, Apple,
Go get that.
Samsung. Just download, go to YouTube, download it on YouTube. Let's boost them views up on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. Take that. And get everything together, you know what I'm saying? And show your love and support.
Get those teas.
Definitely get that. And make sure that you show the love, because artists do a lot of hard work to entertain you and to give you an opportunity to step out of your day-to-day rut and try to take you to a happier place. And our songs are one of the most beautiful songs out there.
Absolutely.
Spellbound. Her music brings love back to the game, and it teaches you how to love each other.
Baby,
so let's
be
get
mine,
this together.
baby, be mine.
Man.
Yes. I love that song. Shout out to Cecil Green Production. Yes.
Baby, be mine.
I love that song. It's not a Southern Soul song if you're not talking in it, and I love that record.
And that's right. You know what I'm saying? Country Boy is about to be on repeat.
Listen. Jet Black, I ain't about to put none of your post up no more. I'm not doing that.
So much.
No. That's what the truck driver that's driving and that's
drive a
carrying
truck. Now what? Drive a truck.
The truck driver that's carrying her heavy load will have a flat tire.
You're gonna have 4 flat tires.
4 flat.
Yeah. Take that.
No.
But Chavonna, it's been a pleasure, honor, and a pleasure.
At
this moment, we're coming to the end, and we'd love for you to come back when you have anything, like the videos that's coming out and everything else. Greetings, Miss Shalette.
Yes.
Check your inbox. I definitely wanted to talk to you about some things. But definitely come back whenever you want to. Just give us a holler, and we'll just set it up for you to come right back again. Wolf Mandelio, let's get busy, baby. Let's get busy because I got love for the Sip Dog.
Yes.
I got love for the
I
Delta.
just want to give you guys your flowers. You're my favorite duo. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the platform. Thank you for keeping it real on the Real to Real. And we've been blessed by having you guys be a part of this genre and a part of this community. So thank you for the opportunity to come and speak to you guys this evening. And everybody that's watching, thank you guys so much for the love and the hearts. I appreciate you. Stay connected.
Definitely. Just hold on for like 2 minutes after the show.
Right. Don't go nowhere.
But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a heck of a show. And at this moment in time, my brother is going to take over and do his thing. But I want y'all to know one thing: when it comes down to being inspired and doing something that you love, you're going to have a lot of naysayers. A lot of people is going to tell you, what I'm saying, or try to put obstacles in your way. But those are the people that will push you and test you all the time. You're going to find out the people that's on your team is not really on your team. So you're going to have to definitely pay attention and keep pushing and keep inspiring to be great. Because a lot of times those that smile in your face ain't going to be in the same place with you next year. All right? But trust and know we're going to keep it real to real right here. Because it's always been me and my brother. It's nothing but love. So if you come here, you're family. And we always going to keep it 100.
Absolutely. I can't say nothing thing, man. So best, man. You put it right there. Took the words right out of my mouth. But to Miss Chavonna Adams, I must say this. You don't have a home away from home. You have a home right here on the Real to Real 360. So just like my brother said, if there's anything that we can do at any given time, don't hesitate to call on us, and we'll be able to do what we can do for you anytime.
That's wonderful. Thank you guys so much. I'm grateful for you.
All right. So like we said, stick around. Don't go nowhere. We got to end this show up, but we got some stuff we want to talk to you about on the background.
I love it.
What's up, bro? You about to say something?
Nah, man. It just City Boys are winning. Jet Black City Boys are winning.
Mm-hmm. Take that. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you once again for tuning in to the Real to Real 360 show. My brother said it best. And listen, man, we strive to do everything that we can to keep pushing. And we thank you all for subscribing, supporting us, talking about us, sharing the story of Real to Real 360, bringing us into your home, allowing us the moments to show you what we are about. And we are about community. We are about nation building. We are about taking us to the next level and pushing and bringing you the Real to Real. And on that note, everybody, y'all take care. We'll see you in the next portions. All right. Peace.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we starting to come to the end of the show. Right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, we want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing, and tell a friend and keep sharing, because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. You know what I mean? So, DJ K-Wise, my brother, take us up out of here, son.
True
Peace.
I want to give a big shout out to the nation of gods and earth, to all the human families on the planet Earth. I say peace. But to our subscribers, those who continue to watch and listen to the show each and every time we come on, I give a big shout out of love, peace, and happiness to you. To peace, the man, woman, and child of the you and I verse. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the Real 360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe, so we continue to grow to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you upon our show. You make it possible for us